like this? You thought I was doing cocaine? What were you thinking? I did get addicted to coke, but that was later. I was touching my nose. I did get addicted to coke. That's why I had to quit drinking. I had to quit drinking. Ready for this, crazy? I had to quit drinking because I was addicted to cocaine, and cocaine made me addicted to bowling, and bowling was taking all my money. How crazy is that? I was totally functional. I was going to grad school, doing comedy, and had a carpentry business all while I was addicted to cocaine. Totally crushing, right? Drinking, and then bowling. And then bowling ruined my life. I was canceling shows. I'd be like, I gotta be somewhere. And they're like, Jordan's a coke addict. And I'd be like, I could not. If I called a friend right now and was like, you guys want to get coke? They'd be like, oh, Jordan's bowling again. It's not good.
Forever? Are you engaged? Soon do you get engaged? Guess what? Tonight's tonight. Get up here, baby girl. No, I'm just kidding. Could you imagine? I pull it out of the ketchup. Sorry. Are you avoidant or anything? You have secure attachment style? You're good? What about you? Are you totally fine? Really? 2 people. You wake up every day with thoughts in English? No fucking way. Get out of here. There's something weird going on. Do you kill cats? You kill cats? Come on! Nothing weird. Do you guys have money? You got a little bit of money. Yeah, you're comfortable. I'm comfortable. Comfortable is so offensive, just so you know. Oh, I'd rather you say you're filthy rich, because at least I can imagine you have an opioid problem. Comfortable is like this. You have your mom goes like this and has her little sweaters on. That's why you found love. You can find love if you're comfortable growing up, because it makes you secure, because you have the things. If you grow up like me, where you have no food, no nothing, you're weird. You get weird and somebody says, I love you, and you're like, you don't love me. I know a guy who, fucked a rabbit or something like that, You can't love me. I wasn't there, but he did it at a bonfire. I wasn't there, though. Anyway.
Republicans are cleaner. But now they're getting autistic. Republicans are now autistic. Isn't that devastating? Doesn't that bum you guys out? That's sad. They used to be kind of cool. They used to be like Carhartt guys, and now they're, How about Trump's first order of business making there only be 2 genders? How about that? That was hilarious. What a funny thing to do for out the gate. Doesn't that feel like a little kid who's like, okay. I'm the king, and rule number 1 is only boys and girls forever. Not anybody else allowed. Doesn't it feel like that? Like the way, because if he had been like, no more gender, reforming surgery, no more, any of that, that would have been more like presidential, but he was just like, there's only 2 genders now. Doesn't it feel like a little kid? You know how little kids always go, let's pretend, and then they say whatever they want? My niece always said that. She's like, okay, let's pretend you're very poor and I have all the monies. I'm like, okay, let's next pretend that your dad didn't cheat on my sister. How about that? Let's do that next. The problem is being a woman is so bad that seems like the only thing that makes it worth it is we have this thing that we can lord over men, that we can create fingernails and stuff in our... You know what I mean? Otherwise, you're just a loud, annoying man. You know what I mean? Otherwise, you're just a man who's bleeding, I have this. You can put your penis in my blood hole sometimes, but that's all I do. That's all I can do. No, I have a hole for your penis. Put it in there. That's what I'm good for. No, your hand is tighter, true, but this one's in there. It's got hair on it. I got hair on it. No, it's right near my butthole where I poop. No, it's not better than another woman's mouth. It's my poop. It's right next to my poop hole. Why don't you like that? That's what I worry about, not having kids. That I'm just a hole next to a butthole. No, it's stinky sometimes. No, sometimes it stinks real bad. Put it in there. I have value. No, sometimes I get really mad a lot. Sometimes I get mad and I cry all the time. But I'm very important. That's fucked up. No, I think it's cool to not have kids. It's very cool. Because women are very, inherently... Oh, see? There she goes down. Whoa, right down, dude. That was sick to watch. You okay? That was awesome. That was cool as fuck. She fucking, I was watching her and then just right down. And then she popped right back on. That was sick, dude. She hit up so fast. The only way to do that is if there was like a trampoline on the ground. There was no pause. Like what I saw was just when people recover bathroom shit and then don't acknowledge it, it's my favorite thing ever. My favorite thing is like jumping out and scaring people. There's like two types of people that you can scare. There's the person that's gonna be like, Jesus Christ, and they get scared and then they're like, you scared me. And then there's the people who like pretend that it didn't happen. Like you jump out and they just do something small, they're just like my all-time favorite thing in the whole world is just like my mom will get scared. She like can't be vulnerable, so you'll like she's going deaf so she gets scared easily, so you'll go up behind her and she'll go like this, Jesus Christ, you're fatter than the last time I saw you. Or say something really cutting, like she'll be like, oh, I wish I hadn't had you, one child was enough.
I think you also, if you have neglectful parents, you develop mental illness. Do you have any mental illness, baby girl? Yeah, hardcore. Nice. What are you working with? PTSD. Complex PTSD that's called borderline, but we call it PTSD so people don't alienate us. Let's go! Dude, if you say you have borderline, it's worse than saying you have herpes, dude. You want to be fucking... Yeah, PTSD, I say the same thing. People are like, you were at war? I'm like, no, I just don't want you to leave. That's funny. That's just for you. Okay. Wow. Because it was my first camping trip. I was like, I'm going to get into the lake. Are you guys leaving because of the poop talk? No. You were going to the bathroom? The borderline girl was like, we have to go! Don't let you go! When I have this PTSD! Okay. Alright. That's funny. You guys know what borderline is, right? You know, any girl that you dated who said they were going to kill themselves if you left, that's borderline. It's just any girl who owns more than like 2 cats, borderline. Okay? Alright, great. What do you got in there? Treats? What are they? No, I won't touch them. What is it? You just are going to keep that around all night and take it home and not touch it when you get home? You already touched a bunch of it and now you do. Can I feel the weight of it? It felt pretty hefty, dude. Wow. And what's going to happen? Are you going to... Can I tell you what I did today? I have a this is so embarrassing. I have like a thing that I have to lock my phone into so I don't text exes. And today I bought a Ritter Sports bar, like I don't know if that's what it's called, but the chocolate bar, and I ate a part of it, and then I locked it in there for 24 hours. I can't get it out. So smart. I'm gonna break that thing when I get home, 100%. 100% smashing that thing on the ground. So you're gonna take it home. About how long you think that's gonna last you? It's not that great. Well, if you put it, it's over there. Somebody's gonna take it. That's crazy. Not masturbate to porn. I masturbate to one thing alone, and that's to the press conference where they threw a shoe at Bush. That was the hottest thing I've ever seen in my goddamn life. They Google it. Google shoe at Bush, at George W. Bush. George W. Bush shoe. That's all you need to type in. They whip the shoe at him, and he slips it like a fucking boxer. Okay, and then. The goddamn security guard comes in. He's like, no, he runs in, and Bush goes like this, no, and makes him step back, and then he slips the other shoe. I masturbate to that twice a week, at least. Anyway.
So what if the guy threw a shoe at me?
Are you guys in therapy? Yes. You're in therapy? Do you go in person? Yes. Do you ever have this where you leave? And you're like waiting for the elevator and then they come out and you're like stuck with them in a second goodbye. The worst thing ever. And they're just standing there and you're like, that stuff I said about my dad's pretty crazy, huh? It's so fucked up. Do you like your therapist?
I do.
Man? Is he a man?
Woman.
Woman! Is she hot?
No.
No. Old?
Otherwise.
I know. I feel the same way. Mine is a 1,000-year-old man. I'd still fuck him. Tell you what. And I'd fuck him. What are you in there for, if you had to say? Bad childhood? Grow up poor?
Both.
Yeah, growing up poor fucks you up.
Both, yeah.
You know what my theory on growing up poor is? I think people think it's glamorous. Like, they're like, oh, you were all of a twist or whatever. But really, it's, like, kind of disgusting. Like, did you hear a lot of adults having sex?
Me neither. So anyway, touching surfaces. I think that's a thing. I think if you grow up poor, adults are having sex, because usually if you're poor, it means your parents are young, which means they're retarded, which means they're fucking all the time. That's what people do. Sex all the time growing up. All the time sex, and you get into high school and people are like, oh, if I ever heard my parents fucking, I'd kill myself. And I was like, it was a soundtrack to my childhood. It was Alanis Morissette, and it was fucking. Are you kidding me? It was crazy. Trump could be hot. Like, remember when he was like grabbing by the pussy and all the women were like, that's fucked up, but also, you know? That was hot. Now he's being a little bitch. Wait, what did he say to Zelensky that was cracking me up? Oh, he goes, Zelensky's like, yeah, well, you're going to be freaked out too when Russia is right by your side. And Trump goes, don't tell me how I feel. It was like, what? He's like, you don't know how I'm going to feel. It reminded me of my niece when she's like, I'm not tired. The only thing he did that I did understand that was really babyish is Colorado put up like a picture of him where he looked a little fat. And he demanded it be taken down. Did you guys see that? It's a bad painting. But it's like a painting. It's like an oil painting that somebody did try very hard on. He was like, take it down. I would do that if I were president. I'd be like, delete all tagged posts where I have a fat belly. How do you guys feel? 4 p.m.? Thanks for making it out. Don't clap. Don't do that. Is anybody fucked up already? You're fucked up? How'd you do that? Still drunk? What happened last night? Anything crazy? What happened? Why'd you go by yourself? You were mad? I know, I do that. That shit sucks, dude. It's such a manipulative tactic to just be like, well, I'm gonna go get blacked out and get raped. So you better come find me, you're all day. Is that what happened? No, you didn't get Oh my god, I've done that so many times. What were you guys fighting about, if you don't mind me asking? Tell me. Do you have a drinking problem?
Probably.
Yeah, sounds like it. Have you ever gone to any meetings? With your ex who had a drinking problem?
Yeah.
And you were just supporting him?
At the time, yeah.
But there was no point where you're like, oh, wait, all right, so like that. You should try going. I love recovery meetings, except for everybody talks in riddles, which I don't like. I hate that. Some random guy will be like, well, listen up. It's like my sponsor says, don't pat the dog if the cat's on the mend. And you're like, you killed your wife, dude. I know you did.